Yesterday, we lamented the absence of Mike Lindell.
I know.
He has been, it really is amazing. No one is out there championing Mike Lindell. None of the free speech warriors, none of the cancel culture people. They're not talking about Mike Lindell, how he has been canceled from Fox. He was canceled from, I feel like he was canceled from Newsmax even.
First, they come for you on Fox, then they come for you on Newsmax. Now they come for you on OAN. I don't even think he gets a spot there anymore.
But Steve Bannon, however, who contends there are no conspiracies, there are no coincidences, on Real America's Voice has Mike Lindell on. And Lindell is on to something because apparently Bill Barr will consult with him.
I only got a minute. I got a couple of questions. I just need yes or no. Has the committee...
Pause it. This is, you got to really make sure, with Mike Lindell, you got to say, it's a yes or no answer. Please don't get me sued.
I only got a minute. I got a couple of questions. I just need yes or no. Has the committee reached out to you to go through all the voluminous material you have about the election of 3 November 2020, sir? Yes or no?
No, they haven't, and it's really, and that's sad too, because I'd love to come to your little committee as long as you nationally televise it there, Miss Pelosi.
Okay, fine. Number one, so they're too gutless to get the information you have. Has Bill Barr ever reached out to you to ask any questions, given all the high profile?
Pause it for 1 second. I want to go back. The idea of Mike Lindell addressing Pelosi directly, and just, of course, in his mind, Pelosi just turns to an aide and goes, "Oh yeah,
he's got us.
He's got us. God darn it."
Also, notice how Bannon speaks in code. I mean, this is just kind of the nerdy garbage that these people like, the conspiracy nuts. The election of 3 November 2020.
Right, exactly.
It's as if this is some sort of I think we got it. You're not speaking in code. The normies are able to discern what election you're talking about.
And just a reminder, we're talking at 1600 past the hour.
Yeah.
And it's 1605 Greenwich Mean Time. All right,
Copy.
Continue.
Okay, fine. Number one, so they're too gutless to get the information you have. Has Bill Barr ever reached out to you to ask any questions, given all the high profile that you have about this, about anything that you found in regard to election fraud in the last 2 years, sir?
No, and he's actually avoided me, Steve. I mean, I've put out stuff, he tried to get stuff to him in the past, and it's a complete block.
God, Lindell, poor.
You hate to see friends
A complete block.
break up like that.
COVID's
yeah.
been tough on a lot of different friend groups, and some aren't making it through.
What's interesting is that, and Fox refused to play the hearings on primetime. Then they played them during the morning. Of course, that's not when their viewers are there, because a lot of their folks don't wake up until a little bit later in the day. And but Bannon, they're doing, they must deal with Bill Barr. I think for two reasons. One, again, I still contend that Bill Barr was providing for Trump the best sort of mitigation and defense that he could have in the event that there ever was to be charges. I doubt there will be, but that he was out of touch with reality, as opposed to was quite aware that he was perpetrating a fraud on the United States. But in the event that any people out there who are supporters of Donald Trump hear from Bill Barr, you must begin the project of demonizing Bill Barr and saying Bill Barr did not do his due diligence. He did not sit down with Mike Lindell, who has now been bounced from all of these networks and being chased by, service people for various lawsuits. He did not check with Mike Lindell, who had all the goods, basically stashed.
And all the high profile, as Bannon politely puts.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't talk to you with all your high profile?
Yeah, it seems a little odd, because we know
expertise.
that you keep all this data under your pillow, as it were, and that they wouldn't be interested in hearing any of this. Very suspicious.
It is, but weren't Mike Lindell's findings included in the PowerPoint presentation that was given to within the White House on election fraud? Am I remembering that correctly? That there was something that
some of his stuff was delivered, from Rudy Giuliani.
Right. This was a part of, it was included in some of the White House materials on how to combat this, or at the very least, the Trump campaign materials. Bill Barr was definitely familiar with it. It's just he maybe didn't get to like the third or fourth layer or the 400th layer that
or
that Lindell's
maybe,
talking about.
Or maybe Bill Barr got to by the deep state.
Wow. That would be ironic for a guy with his background.
Yeah.